Hello everyone, so today I want to talk about why God allows suffering. Now I'm going to be doing this video from a Hindu's perspective, but also a religious perspective. Not a purely spiritual perspective, but a more dogmatic perspective as a lot of people would view it as. I'm just being honest and upfront about this. Now, from a Hindu perspective, why does God allow suffering? Suffering is something that is a product of choices we make over lifetimes, over many incarnations in the reincarnation system. The result of karma, the result of past actions that we made, even actions we don't remember, are still actions that we've made, and we have to suffer the consequences of. Now, for human beings, other human beings, to inflict pain on us in any way, emotional, physical, spiritual, intellectual, what have you, it's not any other being's right, any other soul's right to inflict that onto us. Even if it's a result of our actions in our past lives, or the past in this life, it is not their right to inflict that upon us. So they have to attend to their own karma in the future. They're forced to, and it may seem like a cycle of somebody's punishing somebody else for what they did, but then being punished for that. But when you get down to karma from the very beginning, it's about basically you being punished for what you did, people as a result being able to hurt you because of that, and then them being punished because they thought that it was their right to do so. Now, this may seem kind of hypocritical to the karmic system, but that's how it works, because there are original actions that cause a chain of events. But it is no human being's right to punish you for anything, to at least inflict harm upon you outside of a system of justice, most surely. Now, it may be another human being's right to punish you by keeping you in jail, or by taking away your rights, or by making you take drug tests, something like that. But it is no human being's right to kill you. Now, this is very hard to understand. You can kill out of self-defense, or if you're defending somebody else, but you don't have the right to kill somebody just because you think they deserve it. Uh, Killing and causing harm to people that aren't in the act of doing something bad, and you have to stop them, and then you cause them harm, that's okay. But if you cause them harm just for the sake of punishment, that's when it's not okay. So human beings simply don't have the right to punish unless it's within the bounds of you're trying to stop them from doing something, or you're keeping them in a place because they did something. That's okay. That will not bring karmic repercussions upon you. But if you think that you have the right to cause them pain, if you think you have the right to kill them because of what they did, when it's not about defense, when it's not about restraining them or keeping them away from other people in jail or physically, then that's when it becomes a karmic burden onto you. No matter how angry you might be. And honestly, if you are angry, if you are heated in the moment, then you're more likely to get less karmic punishment for it, because you're not cool-minded. If you're cool-minded and you hurt somebody or kill somebody, then you're more likely to get a karmic repercussion because of it. But it is no human's right to harm for the sake of harm, or punish for the sake of punishment. It has to be to a certain end, either reformation, or keeping them away from a population, or restraining them from doing something bad that they're in the act of doing. Even if it's assaulting you, you have the right to self-defense. Now, this is karmic and Hindu in its karma. This is the way that I view Hinduism. Now, there's no one book that you have to believe in order to be Hindu. So there's many beliefs among Hindus, but this is my belief as a Hindu. Now, why does God allow suffering then? Why was there ever an option for anyone to suffer? And the truth is that in order for us to grow as souls, in order for us to learn, for everything to be experienced in its fullness in creation, there has to be the ability to suffer, to be relative to the ability to experience heightened awareness, purity, goodness, pleasure even, of doing the right thing. to experience the light, there has to be darkness, the old cliche. But it's not just that suffering exists to hold us as being relative to it. If we choose purity, if we choose virtue, if we choose sattva, and not tamaguna, sattva guna, raja guna, darkness, tamaguna, restlessness, raja guna, and sattva guna, purity. It's not just to have a polarity to where we can understand sattva or purity. It's to help us realize our innate nature, our innate oneness, our innate liberated selves that are separate from nothing, that are a part of everything. Suffering exists to show us how materiality is not valuable, and materiality will always bring us suffering. It's to help us get back to that one wholeness we came from, and that is the purpose of creation, to get back to the one wholeness, the one unity, even beyond sattva guna, to get to that one unity of all our consciousnesses. Of every atom in creation will eventually have perfected itself to gain that moksha, that liberation, that unity of our original state. Now, why was creation started to begin with if there was no desire from that original state? God being that one original state, everything being a part of God, that's something that I can't answer. But I can say that the whole purpose of creation is basically to seek liberation from it. And that may make it redundant, but it also makes it valuable in the sense that we can view all of this as illusion and view our true state as being something that's infinite and not finite as this material state is. But that's all I really have to say about why God allows suffering, why suffering exists. Ultimately, it's illusion, even if it feels very real. It's an illusion because our ultimate state is beyond it. But thank you very much for watching, and if you have any comments, shoot them down there, and y'all have a great day.